Hey, what is up everyone? It's the guy here, and welcome to episode 3 of my TerraFirmaRescue hardcore series. In this episode, we're going to be gathering resources for the most part. So I'm going to be venturing out to explore the island, see what's on this island here. The minimap's not showing the entire thing. There we go. So I want to explore all the way up here and see what's going on over here. The focus here is to look for several things. Food is one of them. I want to be collecting as much food around the island as possible. I also want to find some Havia logs to finish up the house over here. And last but not least, I'm looking for Flux Stone. Those are stones that are, I believe, dolomite, chalk, limestone, and marble. Those, when I crush down, I can create flux. If I click on here in NEI, we have limestone, dolomite, chalk, and marble. And there's an ore called borax, if we find that would work too. But that's kind of rare from my experience, so we're going to be looking for the stones. So those are the three things that I'll be looking around. Of course, it's night right now, so I don't really want to venture out. But it's a great time to sort out my inventory, prepared for the trip, as I probably want to bring some food. And also, I probably want to make some chests over here. Looks like it might be a good place to put them right about here. That'd give me some room, so I will stick them here. Now, how we create chests is actually quite different here, because we have the hard recipe settings on. So if I click here on chest, we're not looking for Minecraft chests. Those take an extra step. Looking for these chests. These are the TerraFirmaCraft chests. Acacia, because that's the one I have here. We need a soft hammer and sticks and lumber. We know how to get lumber. We know how to get sticks. What about that soft hammer? I need to see if I can get the acacia hammerhead, because we will need to create this in order to do that. In order to do that, we need these planks here. These are Minecraft planks, so we can't be using our normal TFC planks here. How do we get Minecraft planks? Well, actually, we have to convert these. We have to convert these logs over to Minecraft logs, and how we do that? I think my food and water's fine. I'll just go with the tutorial for now, and I'll get back to that in a little bit. Let's see what we have here. Might want to light up this area right here, so that way we feel a little safer over here. So if we put our normal TFC logs into the crafting inventory, we get Minecraft normal oak logs. So here's one of that. Now if we put that in here, put a saw here, we get one oak plank here. So what we have to do here is actually take 6 of these, which is about half this stack here, convert them all into normal oak logs, then go over here and then convert it to oak planks. Now we can take 6 here and put a saw here. Bam, we now have an oak hammer, and of course we just put a stick in the bottom and we get our soft hammer. So this will be very useful for making all of those items. I believe there might be a quest somewhere for this. There's quite a few down here. One here is oh yeah, of course there's one for collecting Flux Stone, but since we're not collecting any quest rewards, that's kind of useless. But if you're playing this and you're collecting these, that's a good way to do that. Storage and logistics. So here, we want to create 8 chests. So how do we do that? We actually don't have many sticks here, so I need to go and collect more. I'm actually just running out of a lot of other things here. So let me get prepared, get some more recipes. I might as well just craft a few chests here while I'm at it, so I can drop down all of this inventory stuff here. But so how we do this is we'll take the soft hammer, put the 2 sticks on the side, and then we got the acacia lumber. And yeah, we now have a chest, and make sure to pick up that afterwards. But here we have a chest finally. So now these TerraFirmaCraft chests only have 2 rows, so 18 slots. That's enough to store anything that's basically not, I believe, large. With TerraFirmaCraft items, you see both the weight and the size. The weight is on the left, It has the little scales right here. So this one says light and medium. This one says light and medium as well. So the size is medium, the weight is light. So these medium ones I normally couldn't put in clay vessels, but now I can put them inside this chest. So if I go down and first light up all of this, not that it matters too much because monsters won't spawn since I've been around here for quite a bit. But I do want to collect these because I want to, especially these ceramic vessels, because I want to store, be able to collect more food elsewhere. So I want to free up space. And once we get to the ice cellar, creating that's a structure that slows down decay a lot. Most of the ceramic stuff will be sort of useless, but until then, I want to have all of this here. So I'm going to organize my inventory, and I'll come back once the day begins, and we can go off to look for some resources, which it looks like it's about now, but let me get things organized and we can set off. All right, we're back. Collected quite a few more logs, and I got these chests in place. Now, a few things I wanted to show, since it's about 7 p.m. in game, which means the sun is setting soon. I don't really want to head out right now. It won't be worth it. So what I will do instead is prepare this base area a little bit more. So a few tips. If you have chests here, we know that chests can't open with a blockhead. So if I place this chest up here, I won't be able to open this, which is a bummer. But what we can do here is use this chisel here. And I like to use the smoothing mode. Let's go with the slab mode. The slab mode here. And I don't know if I can do it with this chest in the way, but I can see if we carve at this block. Yes, we can. If we carve at this block here, it's no longer a full block, which means our chest can open. So that's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do, since I'm going to have chests all along this wall here, I'm just going to carve out this here. That way I can place these chests here. And now I can place down more chests. Now, unfortunately, I can't place down chests of the same type next to each other, which means I'll need to find more of the heavier logs and make some sycamore chests to fill up this area here. But what I've done here is made some signs, and signs are pretty easy to make. That's just lumber in the normal fashion plus a stick that gets you one sign. So I've done this here to sort out the ores, which I might be just collecting since I'm right here next to some. I put dirt and sand, all the earthy types, stones, all that in here. When I collect more stones later on as I mine, I'll probably make a separate chest for that. But for now, that'll do for separation. And then this is just some random other stuff that I put over here. And I'll put down all of this here. When I set off the next morning, I will most definitely want to pick those up so that I can keep all the food nice and fresh. I might pick up some of these since they're grown. Here, onions, cabbage, red peppers. Some of these are growing up, although I might want to leave this in the field for now since I don't have a use here. But I do want to stay around here to tend out this area, expand this area as much as possible. So when I do get more seeds, I can plant down a larger variety of crops. So I'll work on that and come back when there's something new or when it's time to head out. Alright, the night is over, it's time to head out. I expanded this area so that all the areas can be hydrated, and I'm letting the land sort of fallow and gain nutrition by having the grass cover it before I till the land. In the meantime though, before we leave, I want to show you something. So you see how these tools are large? I can't place them in chests. So chests, at least Terraformer Craft chests, can only go up to medium. But what we can do with these tools actually, let me break this temporarily and put this here, is that we can make what are called tool racks. So how you make that is you just take the lumber, might have already had some, not enough though, there we go. So take that lumber, make that into this pattern here, and bam, we have tool rack that can hold up to 4 tools. So for example, I don't need to bring these hoe around, so I will put that away. I will also put this hammer, actually I'll take that along since I need that attack. But I definitely don't need that chisel carrying around here, so I'll put those away. That way it'll free up inventory space. And normally, if you're not playing hardcore, if you die, then you can come back to that, but that's what this does here. So I'll be taking along all of these empty ceramic vessels to hold whatever items I have, this to map more tools. Of course, these are some of the essential items here. Logs as some building materials, sticks I'll need to carry more of, and then just some of that, and also bringing along the rest of that food. But anyways, it's time to head out and to explore what we have around here. So if I find something that's interesting, or something that's important, I will mark it down and notify you guys. But until then, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, just wanted to stop here because we found some pumpkins. Now pumpkins are, first, if you notice what they look like, if you walk around here, they don't have any faces. So the TFC pumpkins, they don't have any faces unlike normal Minecraft pumpkins. But what they're useful for is making jack-o'-lanterns. If I don't want to use up this, but you can make jack-o'-lanterns, and what's useful about that is that as an early game light source, it doesn't fade out, and it's a full block. So those are some pretty useful properties. So I'm just going to be collecting a few of these because they could be useful around the base. So while we have them here, I will collect them for the day. So those are some things that I want to look at. Unfortunately, I don't think any tool really helps break them faster. I tried using an axe, all it did is just use up the durability without doing much. So this is pretty important stuff, especially early on. And oh yeah, next to lava pools, you'll notice that we get some sulfur, which can be used later on for other more important stuff. So if you find some and you need some, you'll know where to look for. You'll need to look for them near lava pools. But so anyways, let's continue on our journey to find some cool stuff around here. Alright, nighttime has approached, and I didn't want to head back because there's still this much of the island to explore. Probably not much, actually, now that I think about it, but I do want to see where some of the other resources are, especially the basalt areas here. So I'll probably cut down here to look for some stuff, come back up here, maybe collect that barley, because I could use some grains. Although I did collect maize, so corn, that's good there, but I can't really do animal husbandry with that. But I just lit up this island here a little bit, and of course I'm standing here because nothing can spawn out here, and there are no land sharks that might come up here and munch on me, so the ocean is pretty safe here in TFC unless there's something that I don't know about. But it doesn't seem like anything is spawning except for right up there. But I should be far enough away that I don't have to worry too much. I might have spoken too soon though. Oh, I definitely spoke too soon. Oh, that's great. That's no fun. Okay. Definitely spoke too soon. There's a skeleton there. I hate skeletons because they are ranged. It doesn't look like it's looking at me though, so let me quickly search up boat, because I believe I might be able to craft a boat. I don't think there are different types of boats. Nope. It's just that boat, so if I look over here, I can spell this right. This boat here is made out of planks, and they have to be the normal Minecraft planks, so I collected quite a few, as long as that skeleton doesn't come here. Oh gosh. Yep, all the spawning is happening now. Luckily, most of it is just the squid, which I could actually kill for calamari, I believe. This version has that, so... but let me make a boat so that I don't have to wait here. That's not good. I hear the skeletons and I'm kind of scared. I might need to move out to the sea. Yep, it's over there. So let me move further away. I really don't want to die here, but so what I want to do here, I can take all this, make into that, maybe take one of you also. No? Well, that kind of sucks. Converted this all for nothing. Oh well, I'll need to get more trees at some point. Just gonna have to wait out this night. Hopefully don't die here. That'd be a very sad end to the series. If I get into a fight or anything, I'll cut back to it. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna wait this out and hopefully I survive the night. A few more hours to go. Alright, it's daytime. There's a skeleton still on the map, but I want to collect these torches because they're decently precious. Okay, I think we're almost good to go. Just collect this and we're out of here. We are out of here. Ooh, okay, nighttime's over. There are still some skeletons over here, but I want to avoid those as much as possible. See if I can not run into them as I go over here, but I think we're gonna keep continuing this way. I think we're safe here. Yeah, I'll just continue over here, through the woods here, probably around the woods for now, so that I don't meet any monsters that are hiding in there and not dying. But we'll continue our way and see if we find anything new. So I'll see you all in a little bit. Nope, and something interesting to see here is that there's a quite drastic change between the rock types. You can sort of tell between some rock types where basalt is super dark and chert is pretty light. You can see the separation is quite stark here, but it's probably, let me actually collect some basalt, a basalt stone, because I will need that for a stone anvil, and maybe some of these stones just for making tools, but that'll be important because when I start making things and putting together a good industrial area and all that stuff, I will most definitely need some of that here. So let me break out some of this. This is the good old technique to get that. I need to dig out some of you. There we go. And bam, there we go. My inventory is all full though, which is not good. So let me put some of you away. There we go. All right. Good thing I brought all these ceramic vessels along because right now my inventory is full and I don't have the means to get a backpack yet. That'll require some leather, and kind of want to use it for other things before we use it on something like a backpack. But in the meantime, I will keep treading along, see what I found. I did find a bunch of gold, which is really nice. I might be able to either use that for black bronze for making anvils, or for using that as tools and use cassiterite for anvils. But I haven't found more cassiterite yet, so that's something I have to keep my eyes peeled for. So I did find a few things here, but need to look for more. Anyways, nighttime's going to be hitting in a little bit, so until then, I will report on whatever's new around here. Alright, nighttime is approaching once again, so it took about 2 days to travel this island and see what's mostly going on here. There's still a little chunk here, but that's mostly woods that I didn't enter. Kind of predict what's in there, but it's not much. I'm currently right here, so I'll be heading all the way back. And like I predicted, the barley here, I think it's when I close the server, since this is a single player, every time I log off, the server shuts down. I think there's something that has to do with the wild crops disappearing whenever you find them there. So that's probably an issue, or something like that, but I couldn't find the barley there. So that's something to be aware of if you're playing by yourself. But I did, what else did I find here? Not too much. I collected a lot of Havia logs, so that should be able to finish up the base now. A little bit more of gold, not much other stuff. I collected some rice and tomatoes, so that's pretty good. Potatoes, garlic, maize, green beans, so quite a few more other crops, but not too much else. There's not too much else around here. No fruit trees or even fruit bushes, probably because this is such a dry and arid place. If I open up F3 here, yeah, Z coordinate here, it's only in the thousands, so we're pretty close to the equator. which means, yeah, this is a dry place, not too much life going on here. So that's an unfortunate spawn that we had. We'll need to most likely have to find different terrain, since all the rocks here, even the ones that just sort of jut out here from the volcanic areas, they were not any flux stone. So no limestone, no dolomite, no chalk, no marble. So I'm going to need to find that somewhere else. Of course, I could always dig down, since how the world generation works with TFC is that you have 3 stone layers on top of each other. On the top layer, you have, I believe, it's only certain types of rocks, so igneous, extrusive rocks, and sedimentary, if I'm not mistaken. It might be the other way around. I'll have to check on that. So there's 3 different rock layers. Each one can be something different. So whenever you see auras on the top, it might not reflect what's actually on the current surface level of layer of rocks. It might be deeper down. So I could always dig down to see if there's more, but that's kind of inefficient, and I don't want to be wasting picks and ladders or grass ropes looking for that. So it's much more efficient to go look around and explore the area, which means when I explore land masses, I get to also see what's around and collect stuff, so that's pretty good. But if I need to, I can always resort to going on a little trip out into the seas to see what's out there. So that's what the current situation is at right now. I'll be waiting out for the day, then heading back and probably completing the build, maybe digging up some of the local ores, and maybe preparing for getting an anvil and the industrial district set up, getting a few more of the quests done. I've been sort of chomping away at some of these vegetable collection quests. When I make some bread, I'll be able to tear some stuff down here. Barley, I missed out on some barley, but there's some corn that I can make bread out of, since I got some corn. So, do some of that there. I notice here that my nutrition, I've been eating some grains, so let me pull out that corn, since that's pretty useful. Also, there's some pork here, which would be really nice to cook up in a bit and get some protein. But as I'm eating this, notice in the bottom left with my health bar that my maximum health is still slowly increasing. And that's because the nutrition levels, how it works is that if it's more full, then you get more health. And as you get more experience, since you can't really use experience for much else in TFC, at least I don't think early on. I haven't gone late game to where it may be useful, but it's useful to increase your health with, so that's something that's pretty important there. So let me get that there. In the meantime, just gonna hang out for the night, and once I wait for the day to come by, I'll head back. That's probably it for the exploring. Might need to be next episode that I go and out into the seas to find some Flux Stone. And another note about Endermen is that for some reason, the Endermen really like to follow you around. At least when I've been playing, they like to follow me around, not in the aggro mode, which that would really suck. But I guess keep your head down and don't look at Endermen while you're walking around, especially in hardcore mode, because they will kill you very fast without armor. So that's something to be aware of. So now as the day comes by, I'm going to not look directly at the Enderman. I'm going to try to keep my head down. Collecting these torches, and it's about time to head back. I need to find some fresh water along the way, or I might dehydrate. I don't believe you can die with hunger, although with hardcore mode it might be different. But I believe you very much can die from lack of water. I don't want to go up there. There's skeletons there. So, careful not to fall. I will go head back. So, meet you back at the base. I will see you there. Unless I find something interesting along the way. Alright, home sweet home. I should probably mark this as my home so I don't forget this. But probably out here so it's not annoying. Probably right here. There we go. Home. What color should I make this home? Something like that. There we go. Now I'll never lose my way. But we are back. So after a pretty productive trip, I think it's time to finish building what I have for the house here. Fortunately, I can't make the bricks to finish up the chimney area, but I can finish up the wall area. So that's good here. So I'll be working on that and setting up the farm area. But other than that, I don't know what else I can do this episode. Once I finish that up, if anything else happens, I will show you guys. But till then, what I'll do is I will finish up this house area here, build the walls up, and get all of this set up. Get the farm area set up, that is. Alright, so I've got this house frame pretty much built out. Here I'm just missing glass up at the top. Here I'm missing the bricks and the doors for this area. But this, I just made a solid wall because there's nothing really to see back here, and I'll probably want to make this like a wood storage shed or something like that. Here, boarded this up because the door is going to be here. So that's what we have here. The house is a little more complete now with the sycamore, and I still had a stack left of those logs. So actually I could make chests here, so I'll do that in a little bit. But we also have here, I've cleared out the areas that will be hydrated. So this will be a nice little farmland over here. One thing about the farmland, I don't know if I've mentioned before, is that you can't trample the farmland here. But you also don't get the dirt back if you break it. So that's a little nice thing about the farmland in TerraFirmaRescue. But I'm waiting for the grass to grow over, so then I can hoe up this rest of the area, till up the rest of this area. All the seeds are now in the ground, so I should not starve this the winter when it comes by. But I do want some more variety of foods. I only have unreliable source of protein, and then reliable sources of grain and vegetable. But a few more things before I wrap up this episode, and maybe go mine for some stuff over here. There's a few things I want to create. I don't know if there's a quest for this in the Bronze Age, possibly. Yep, so handstone and quern churn. But the handstone in this it grinds up things, so things like graphite you can make into graphite powder, kaolinite, make it into some redstone, or not kaolinite, cinnabar into redstone dust. You can grind up grain into flour, stuff like that. So it's pretty useful. So what I'll do here is make this. This is just stone in a pattern like that. So let me just grab some of this I don't need here. Actually, I'll leave this smooth stone here for now. So 3, right, like this, as if you're making a slab, you make a base, and then you take another 3 plus a stick at the top right here, get a handstone. So there we go, we got that in place. Now I'll place this down somewhere, just right here probably for now. So when you place the base down, it's a block, and you can right click on it. The handstone goes in here. Now if you have something you want to click on this right here, not this. This will just open up the inventory. You want to click on the handle here to grind something up. I don't have anything that I want to do that just yet, so I'll leave that there. But that quest is now complete. Do I have enough kaolinite? And I don't have enough graphite to complete that quest, but that'll be used for other things later on. A bucket. So a bucket, I have just enough lumber here for that. That's 5 of this, like this, gets me a wooden bucket. Now I can move some liquids around, which is good. I need some leather, but I don't really want to eat into that, although I might need to for the sake of the quest, which kind of sucks. And I don't even get these 10 ingots. I can make a wooden press, cellulose fiber, but that's not quite useful. And look at that. It's raining just in time, just in the nick of time I built this house. So pretty good there. But I'll put this bucket away. This is how you make paper. This is just some random stuff about making dye. It's a side quest I probably won't do. Lime. Now this is the issue. I need flux, so I will have to sail around to get some flux. Speaking of which, I will need to grab a few of these logs so then I can complete the boat here. It's quite inefficient since it takes basically 5 logs to make a boat, but we do have a boat now, so I can use this to travel around. I'd like to finish up the chests here and make those acacia or the sycamore chests here. So I will finish that up, mine some things off camera, and I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode, since all we did here was basically just get this farm going. But that will wrap up this episode here. Maybe I should get a different view here. There we go. Now we've got a view of the farm. So that'll wrap it up for this episode. Next episode, I'm planning on probably doing a bit more mining, maybe getting started with some of the smithing. Really go out and find the find some Flux Stone. I might just do that off camera since it's not too exciting. I'll just show you on the mini map where I headed to. But that'll be it for this episode. If you enjoy this episode, appreciate a like to help with the algorithm. And also just to give me some feedback on how I'm doing. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comments section below. If you like this series and if you like how I'm doing in general, consider subscribing. But anyways, that'll be it. Stay humble, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.